Hi, warm welcome to you. So as we said in the last video, we'll be doing some problems in logarithm. So let's go ahead. Right. Let's look at the first problem here. We have log of 2x minus 3 to base 2 divided by log of x to base 2 minus of log x plus 6 to base x plus 1 by log x to base x plus 2 equal to 1. Okay. Now have a look at that. You can look at couple of observations. You can have couple. One is both of them are to the base 2, and this, if I do that, this will become base x. This is already in base x, and if I reciprocal this also will become base x. So let's go ahead and do that. This we know already. If the base is same, then you can actually write like this, which you have checked, I hope. You can do that. It's a simple proof. Minus of log of x plus 6 to the base x plus log of x plus 2 to the base x equal to 1. Now this is pretty simple because all of them are to the base x. I can directly write it as log of 2x minus 3. Apply on first term and third term. First law becomes x plus 2. Now whatever the resultant, apply the second one. This becomes x plus 6 equal to 1. Now this is in logarithmic form. Convert that into exponential form. That becomes 2x minus 3 into x plus 2 is nothing but equal to, this is base x, so it becomes x to the power of 1. That's nothing but equal to x into x plus 6. Now if I simplify this, I'll have 2x square plus 4x minus 3x is plus x minus 6 is equal to x square plus 6x, and simplifying that, it becomes x square minus 5x minus 6 equal to 0. If you factor them, it's nothing but x minus 6 into x plus 1, which you are already aware. Right. So x equal to 6 or minus 1. But this is not, this is correct. Why? Can you tell me why x is not equal to minus 1? Why I can't pick x as negative 1? We got two solutions, x equal to 6 or minus 1. I said x is only 6, not minus 1. Can you think about it? Think about it for a couple of minutes and see why it is. Should I? Okay. See here. If x equal to 6, 2 into 6, 12 minus 3, 9. Log of 9 you can find out. Log of 8 you can find out. No problem. But if x is minus 1, this becomes log of minus 5. So log of minus 5 to the base of 2 is something. That means you are saying minus 5 equal to 2 to the power of x, right? You are saying minus 5 is equal to 2 to the power of x, which is undefined, right? Very clear here. If x equal to an integer, the value will be positive. If x is a fraction also, the value will be positive, but never the value will be negative. So minus 1 is ruled out. X equal to 6 is the solution. Let's go ahead and do one more. Okay. So the key takeaway from this problem, whatever we have just now done, is that if when you are solving for x using logarithmic equations, and you see that by substituting the value you are getting a log of a negative integer, then that value can be discarded immediately, because logarithms are not defined for negative values. Logarithms are not defined for negative values. Let's go ahead and do one more problem. We will also learn a little bit from this problem too. This is an interesting problem. I tried to gather from net as much as possible different types of problems so that you will have all at one place. Logarithm of 16 to the power of, that is log x plus 1 to the base 4 plus log x plus 1 to the base 16 is equal to log 8 to the base 4. Now think about this, how we want to approach this. I'll just give you a hint if you want to do it on your own. This is in 4, this is in 4, but this is in base 16. So you need to convert all of them into one particular base so that you can apply the laws of logarithm. I just leave it to you, then you can do it on your own. Okay, if you still want to stay with, yeah, here we go. Now as I said earlier, I have to convert this into base of 4. Convert this into base of 4. Now how I will do that? That's nothing but equal to log of x plus 1 to the base 16. We are interested to convert that into base of 4. So I will say that's nothing but equal to log x plus 1 to the base 4 divided by log 16 to the base 4. This is nothing but equal to log x plus 1 to the base 4. And if you see here, simplify this, this becomes log 4 square to the base 4. That's nothing but 1 by 2. You want to check that? 4 square, this is nothing but in this form. So I can write 2 log 4 to the base 4. That's nothing but 1. So that's nothing but 2. 1 by 2 into this. Now I can go back and I can substitute that. And also see, this is nothing but equal to log x plus 1 to the power of 1 by 2 to base 4. So this gives me log x plus 1 to the base 4 plus log of x plus 1 to the power of 1 by 2 by to the base 4 equal to log of 8 to the base 4. Now it's very simple, right? Because all of them are in the same base, I can apply my law. This is nothing but the first law. P plus Q is PQ. So I will say log of x plus 1 to the power of 3 by 2 to the base 4 is equal to log of 8 to the base 4, which simplifies to x plus 1 to the power of 3 by 2 is equal to 8, which I can write it as 4 to the power of 3 by 2. See, 4 cube is 64, 64 square root is 8. That's why you can simplify it. X plus 1 equal to 4 and x equal to 3 is the solution. So what we have learned from this, if you observe very carefully, when you are converting 16 to the base 4, this value also became square root, right? 16 square root is 4. We went for 4. We have applied the square root here. Here also automatically the square root got applied. That's what you got, right? X plus 1 to the power of half. This is nothing but equal to log x plus 1 to the power of half to the base 4, right? Same thing. Now, what is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is this, that if you have logarithm of b to the base a, that's nothing but equal to logarithm of square root of b to the base square root of a, or that's nothing but equal to logarithm of b square to a square. That means if you square root, cube root, square, cube, whatever you do both of them, both at the base and also at here, okay, at the value, then you are perfectly fine. You can do that. So the key takeaway from this problem is that now you can try this whole thing in 16 base, convert this into 16 base, convert this into 16 base. Maybe it becomes more easy. Let us do that right now. If I convert this into 16, according to this formula, this becomes x plus 1 whole square. Similarly, this becomes 64, because if I am squaring here, I should square there also. This is nothing but x plus 1 whole cube equal to 64. That's nothing but equal to x plus 1 equal to 4. Straightforward and simple. So any way you want, you can do that. But remember, the point is, if you are taking square root to the base, the value also will take a square root. If you are taking cube root, same thing applies here. If you are squaring it, the base also will be squared. So that's how you can convert the bases easily. If you are not comfortable, you can directly go do that 2 steps and you will get the same answer. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue in the next video. We will do some more problems.